at the bit. I mean, every fan is excited and, of course, optimistic. You know, fans all over are excited to see the new faces on their team. So nothing can beat some good old basketball in the fall.
All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. They've got Jonathan Isaac, Zion Williamson out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Wade in at the 1.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Up top, Holmgren fires from deep, and that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Williamson looking around. Pass to Wade. Now here's Towns. He's covered by Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Towns passes to Isaac over Gilgeous-Alexander. That one rolls around and rims out. And Williams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans.
Because they play in different conferences, these teams don't really see each other all that much. Makes it interesting here.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
Here's Wade. George defending. Towns a screen on George. That's tipped. Ooh, rejected by Harris. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Here's Williams. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. George for 3. The Pelicans pull it in. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Now here's Williamson. A 26-point game for him in the win against Denver.
That's excellent awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Set your teammate up. We know you're a great scorer, Cat.
Despite missing the playoffs in 2023, the future still looks bright for OKC doors.
B.A., I don't know how you could not be impressed with what they did. They're accomplished in the regular season well beyond what the expectation was. So many people dismissed them at the start. What a bright, young core they have.
Here's Wade. The Thunder making their last shot. Towns a screen on Williams. Here's Harris. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Isaac. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. For New Orleans, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lou Dort comes in for George. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Here's Wade. Williams defending. Wade misses.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And the big
before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
New Orleans calls timeout. An interesting note on Jalen Williams. He was the first Santa Clara player drafted in 26 years.
BA, we know who that player you're talking about is. Obviously, Steve Nash was selected out of Santa Clara back in 1996. That one worked out pretty well. I think Jalen Williams will be special as well.
Abaji's checked in toward New Orleans.
Unselfish play there by Zion, moving the ball to another shooter.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. The shake. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Dort.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
Here's Wade. He picked up 24 points in their last win against Denver.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
First student foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Dwayne Wade, taking 2 shots.
And he drops a first.
Well, when Dwayne Wade is able to stay healthy, he has proven he's still very effective. This guy is smart, he's decisive, and he can play at a high level.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Grant, with the Pelicans, so many of the past few years have started with such high hopes.
Yeah, BA. And at the end of every season, it feels like there's a big what-if hanging over New Orleans. They haven't been able to catch many breaks in recent years.
And there it is for him.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
Pass to Wade. Williamson with a screen on Dort. Here's Abaji. Here's Wade. He has 6. Williamson with a screen on Dort. The game now all tied up. Wade's got 9.
Well, this guy has turned himself into a solid three-point threat. Dwayne Wade, early in his career, put a ton of time in to make sure he could make shots from out there.
Now here's Williams. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Detroit.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Here's Abaji. Isaac outside. Pass to Wade. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. He's got 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Again, Oklahoma City.
6 of their last 10 points have come from that mid-range area.
Time called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And Grant, when you scan the OKC roster, you see length at every position.
Yeah, it's definitely their philosophy, BA. We're seeing a number of franchises going that route. What I would say about the Thunder, though, many of their guys still have some strength to add.
Here's Abaji. Still no points. Top of the key. Wade misses.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Dort, the pass to Eubanks. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. For New Orleans, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Here's Wade. He's got 11. Here's Williamson. Rejected by Holmgren.
That's a big-time rejection from Chet Holmgren, making his defensive presence felt.
Second team foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Karl Anthony Towns. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Well, New Orleans hasn't made the playoffs in consecutive years since 2008, 2009.
You know, B.A., that was back in the Chris Paul era. They only reached the postseason twice with Anthony Davis, but in recent years, injuries have prevented them from reaching their potential.
Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Oklahoma City. Joe comes in for Williams. He does not get the second one. Hey, you look at some of the young star power on OKC. Grant, they haven't had that since the Kevin Durant years.
Oh, B.A., I mean, those KD teams were built through the draft. So no matter where they're picking, the Thunder seem to uncover gems.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Here's the group of players who had the most steals in the league last season. The 4th spot held by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
And that one falls for Towns.
Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. Can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Trent's checked in. And so Towns nails them both. And here are the Thunder now. They trail by 1. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Valanciunas with a screen on ball. Outside for Dort from behind the arc. Tried to tip it in, couldn't get it. And so Trent will bring it up for the Pelicans. Pass to Walker, takes the 3, nails it from 3. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Now here's Valanciunas. Over Hayes. Valanciunas can't get it to go. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. The 3 from Ball. Valanciunas with a rebound. The Thunder have gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Here's Joe. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit. Screen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren, and that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren's got 9 points.
Perfect from the field this quarter. Gotta wonder how long he can sustain it.
Towns finds Hayes. Ball outside. From the arc. Connects from downtown.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Joe. No points yet. And the Thunder call time here. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Eubanks, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Grant comes in for Holmgren. Paul George, he's checked in for Dort. And Williams is subbed in for Joe. And the Pelicans also making a change. Kleba, he's checked in for Towns. And here's Grant from the arc, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Very good awareness from Grant, just the ability to catch and shoot. So important to his growth.
Here's Walker, goes to the fadeaway. Walker's got his second basket.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. And here's Grant. He's defended by Hayes. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line. A chance at a three-point play.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
You know, the guys, they've also been excelling in the low post so far tonight, focusing on strong interior play, powering their way past the defense.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Ball passes to Hayes. 11 feet out. That one rolls around and rims out. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to George.
Push the action a little bit. Paul George right now challenging defenders to stop it.
13 foul. At the line for your Oklahoma City, Paul George. 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Boy, Paul George continues to prove himself an elite offensive threat.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Boy, it takes more than tight defense to bother Gary Trent Jr. It works out well for him with a trip to the foul line.
The line for 2.
That one's off.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line. Yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
And he's good on the second.
And they're just hacking away out there. I mean, it's costing them, too, at the free throw line.
Pass to Eubanks. Here's George. Walker covering. And that's good. Paul George for 3. And the Thunder lead by 2.
How about the range? I mean, that's big-time, limitless range. I'll tell you, you better check him when he steps over the line.
And here's Hayes. To the inside. Ooh, it's stolen away. Eubanks, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Trent outside. Pass to Ball. Now Kleba. He's covered by Grant. Here's Trent. Good on the baseline, Jay.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Eubanks. Off target with the 3. New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Pass to Kleba. Ball against George. Ball outside. And the 3 off target. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for Oklahoma City. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
We've got Drew Eubanks, Jeremy Grant out there with Paul George. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Joe in a two-guard. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second. Now here's Martin. Trent outside. The three is up. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George feels it out a bit. Well, the saying is defense wins championships. But in this day and age, don't you need both?
No question, B.A. You definitely do. I mean, we've seen plenty of great defenses flame out in the playoffs because they couldn't put up points. Defense alone isn't enough. You need a balance of both.
Ball finds Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. And for the Thunder, they're shooting a fantastic 57%. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. A different look for Oklahoma City. Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Eubanks. Wiggins comes in for Joe. And Milton subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Walker, he's checked in for New Orleans. Now here's Milton. It's George on the wing. Walker covering. George passes to Milton. Grant outside. The three. The Thunder with another miss. New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Outside Walker. To the middle. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. George with the bucket.
It can't leave any room for Paul George outside. He will deliver from deep.
Outside Walker. The three from Ball. Gets the 3 ball to go. Ball's got 6 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
George's shot is off.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Pass the ball. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Off target with the open look. Oklahoma City's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Grant the screen. Here's Milton. The shot comes out. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. Trent, the pass to Walker. Down low. Here's Ball. And George with some nice D. The Thunder have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Fires the 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Wiggins against Trent. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
Yeah, they were incredibly accurate on free throws last season. They are an organization that doesn't neglect an important part of the game.
That free throw no good. And the Pelicans will go for a different look here. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Wagner. Isaac comes in for Walker. Harris has checked in for Trent. And it's Wade in for Ball. Good on the second one. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Milton finds George. Sends it home from three-point land. George has got 12 points in the game.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. And the Pelicans will go for a different look here. Williamson's checked in for Hayes. Walker comes in for Isaac. Trent, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Ball in for Wade. Ball passes to Walker. Here's Williamson. And the Pelicans miss again.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
George for 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Ball looks over the floor. Towns outside. Pass to Trent. 6 to shoot. Towns a screen on Wiggins. From outside the arc. Trent's shot is off. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Trent against Grant. Here's Walker. Here's Williamson. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
And that's what we've come to expect from Zion. Exactly.
Milton passes to George. Drops in the 3. George has got 11 points in the quarter. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
To the paint. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Holmgren comes in for Grant. Williams is checked in for Wiggins. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Milton. Here's Holmgren. He's got 9. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Williams. 5 on the clock. And Williamson with the block.
Great potential for Zion on defense. We see glimpses with blocks like that.
Williamson with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the basket by Williamson. Williamson's got 8.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Pass to Eubanks. Holmgren with it. 23 points his last outing. The Thunder with another miss. Here's Wade. Harris outside. Towns with the ball. He's covered by Holmgren. Holmgren with the block. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to George. Shoots over Isaac. It's hauled in by Isaac.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Wade. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
I'll tell you, the defense cannot afford to be too physical with Dwayne Wade. He attracts so much attention and understands how to draw contact.
And he hits the first of 3. And the Thunder making a change here. Grant's checked in. He's off on the second. he nails the third. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. It's a three-point game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Shea hitting the three.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Doris, how about the production we've been seeing from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander?
He has taken that step from star to superstar, simply stated. I think he's got the potential to make multiple All-NBA teams, the ability offensively to attack at three levels, and to be equally good on the defensive end of the floor. This guy is something special.
Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
14 foul.
Here's Harris. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Denver. Pass to Wade. Towns a screen on George. Wade, the pass to Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Towns has got 5 now.
That's the confidence of Towns. This guy, regardless of situation, believes that shot is going in.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him last game against Detroit.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
New Orleans on D. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range.
Well, you know Joe Harris comes from one of the great defensive coaches in college basketball. He will play hard on that end.
Towns a screen on Dort. Wade, the pass to Towns. Harris on the wing. Here's Wade. And the three-pointer goes. And it's a 5-point New Orleans lead.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Holmgren. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
And the Pelicans call time here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Pelicans have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Here's Wade. George defending. Wade, the pass to Williamson. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not a lot of room. And it's Holmgren missing. New Orleans in the lead. Now here's Harris. No made baskets yet. Pass to Isaac. Now here's Towns. Shot clock at 5. Here's Williamson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williamson's got 12. Oklahoma City has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Valanciunas with a screen on Isaac. Drills it from deep. He's got 18.
He is lighting them up from range this period. This team has made a concerted effort to get him shots.
Here's Wade. George defending. Fires it from 18. Count that bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
Well, Dwayne Wade simply dominating on offense, and he's making it look easy, guys.
Isaac with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Wade, the pass to Towns. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. Pass Pass to Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 assists in the game. Isaac outside. There's 1:12 left in the first half. Wade. And he can't bank that one in. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has become the master at drawing fouls.
At the line for your Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
What's been amazing to watch is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going from good player to now putting his name at the very top of the list in terms of great guards in the league.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Wade. George defending. Picked by Williamson. Wade, the pass to Williamson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Zion Williamson. 1 shot.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. George for 3. Rebounded by New Orleans. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Wade. George defending. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
Oklahoma City trailing. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Holmgren. Puts it up from 17. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right now.